Hello everyone, Murray Duck here, and this is actually going to be a sort of a side project. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this entirely, but I figured, hey, I might as well get us started. And yes, it's on my Wii, and this is going to actually be a game on the GameCube. Maybe I'll just put my remotes on my dresser. This game, yeah, it's a GameCube game, don't worry about it. You might know it, you might not. Most people do. A lot of diehard fans of the Pokémon series don't exactly like this one, and one other game. I say, nuts to you. Welcome to Let's Play Pokémon XD Gale of Darkness. This game was made and released in 2005, just about 1 or 2 years after Pokémon Colosseum was made. Unlike other Pokémon games where there could be some multiplayer action, this game focuses more on the single player mode, as did Colosseum. Okay, so I'm going to start a game. Is it okay to start a new story? Yes. For this game, I'm not going to go with any of the default names because I have a name in mind for this. Some of my friends might recognize me using this name. And this is actually the name of one of my other friends' friends, my friend Random Game Critic, who was actually kind enough to let me borrow his capture card for a while. That's why this part is so good quality. Anyways, I'm going to be quiet for the opening cutscene. Well, mostly. Here we have the SS Libra. Libra is actually a spell in Final Fantasy games. Here we have the sailor and the captain. And here we have the main antagonists. Holy crap, look at those graphics. Hopefully, the quality of this isn't too bad. I mean, I've never tried recording something like this yet, so this will be the first time. And after that cutscene, you get pushed into a battle. This battle is just really easy. Just use Earthquake twice, and you'll easily win. All Metagross will do is use Sludge Bomb. I don't know why he uses Sludge Bomb. It could have had Psychic. Oh well. But yeah, 2 Earthquakes, and it is down. And we've defeated Sim Trainer Lost, and Sim is short for Simulator, because this is a simulated battle. Alright, that'll do for today. So yeah, this is our main protagonist. And yes, in this game you start with the Pokemon Eevee. Taking a look here. Oh wow. Now this has never happened to me before. Usually, more often than not, this Eevee you start with will be a male, but here it's a female. Let's look at its stats. Runaway ability. Bold nature. So it's more defensive than offensive. A little fast. Now there's only the moves Tackle, Tail Whip, Bite, and Sand Attack, and Ribbons. They're not really important in this game. So yeah, there you go. Items. You have no items to start with, unlike in Colosseum where you start off with 5 potions, 2 super potions, and 2 of just about every recovery item. Oh well. save feature. Obviously, this was a much needed improvement over Coliseum because, well, with Coliseum, you had to go to a PC in order to save. But now you can just save directly from the menu there. So you have to go into this room first. Hi, Nate. Did you finish training? Nate, this is the director's office. Did you want to pay a visit to Professor Crane? And yes, that is Professor Crane, and that is the assistant Lily. Yeah, apparently Lily is the protagonist's mother. And he also talks about Joby, which is the sister. Honestly, Joby is a little bit annoying. So, yeah, you could choose yes or no. I'm just going to choose yes because basically that's what we have to do. Yes, and this is the way to receive and get information on Pokémon. The PDA, or Personal Digital Assistant. The PDA, as Professor Crane said, is in your room. So yeah, that guy will give you the indication to also go to your room, which you'll definitely want to do first. Yeah. And there we go. There's something on the desk. If you open this, you get 3 potions. Alright, that's nice. And there you go. You get the PDA. And right off the bat, you get an email from Professor Crane. Now, he says that Adon was playing hide-and-seek with Joby, and he indicates that we should have a chat with him. Adon was the guy that I just talked to before coming down here, so take the elevator back upstairs and go talk to Adon. Adon, whatever. Yeah, he indicates that Joby may have gone off to Dr. Kaminoko's manor. Dr. Kaminoko is the weird scientist of the game. Why wouldn't there be a weird scientist? Huh. Now this guy says there's something going on in the lounge, so let's head over there. Actually, it automatically takes you over there. We bring you OMBS news. Authorities still have failed to find any traces of the cargo ship SS Libra since its sudden disappearance off the coast of Gation Port. Or Gaton Port. There have been no reports of flotsam that have the ship sinking. The authorities appeared mystified by the way the ship mysteriously vanished like smoke. There are reports that numerous Pokémon were on board. Concern is rising over their welfare. So you might be able to imagine what the plot of this game is if you've played Pokémon Coliseum. So yeah, that guy will disappear, and now you want to head off to Dr. Kaminoko's place. Because this is the first episode, I'm probably going to go for like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so. Oh, and if you talk to this guy, he'll offer you a challenge to battle him. So if you say yes, you'll get into a battle. Your first actual trainer battle. Super Trainer Aferd, or Aferd. All he has is a level 5 Sentret. And you get your Eevee out there. Battling is pretty basic. You choose a command from the menu and instruct your Pokemon to attack. In other words, I'm just going with Tackle because it's the best move we can make at this point. And he's using Defense Mode, which is pretty useless at this point because I'm just going to finish him off with a Bite attack now. And down goes the Sentret, which is really not surprising considering we were double its level, and we get some experience points. Almost enough to level up, but not quite. Anyway, there goes Super Trainer Aferd. Yeah, tough indeed. I played Pokemon for years, and we get 250 Poké-Dollars for winning, or P-Yen, as someone else called it. I don't know. So he says he's going to use the Battle Sims to get stronger as well. You'll have a chance to fight Super Trainer Afford again somewhere in the future. Not right now, but later. If you come over here, you can find 2 antidotes. Antidotes are the basic poison curing item of the game, just like potions are the basic healing item of the game. There are different types of items and stuff. I'll get into it much later. So there we are at the Pokemon HQ lab, the Ore region's top research lab that studies Pokemon comprehensively, and Kaminoko's house, the peculiar mare that is home to the eccentric scientist, Dr. Kaminoko. Honestly, I think eccentric is over-exaggerating his title just a bit. Sorry about that, I had to clear my throat there for a sec. And you get a nice view of the statue of Rauda, and that is the mansion. I like the antenna design going out there. Anyway, go around the statue and fountain, and when you try to head inside the house, someone will approach you. A little boy. You must be a burglar. Chobin will put you straight. Don't you move. Chobin is the name, and Chobin is the #1 assistant to Dr. Kaminoko. Chobin is the only assistant, so Chobin has to be the #1 assistant. Yeah, this is Chobin. You'll encounter him a few times in the game. He pretty much refers to himself in the third person. I don't know why. Anyways, he challenges us to a battle. Kaminoko A. Chobin. All he has is a level 5 Sunkern. If you've seen Peanut 4323's list with Chewy about the top 15 worst Pokemon, you'll know that Sunkern and its evolution Sunflora kinda suck. I have to agree. It takes a tackle pretty well. It'll only have Absorb. Yeah, very minimal damage. That was only 2 damage, so restored 1 HP. Another tackle, and boom, you're finished. Another thing I forgot to mention. The call command in this game. It's much different than it is in Pokemon Coliseum, and right there we get a level up to level 11. And decent stat increasing. Defense, special defense, attack, and special attack are the same. 2 HP and 17 speed. Not bad for level 11. That's it for Kaminoko A. Chobin. Chobin lost! Yeah. And I find that funny how he drops his glasses and now feels around for him. And we get 150 for winning. You've made Chobin angry now. Even though Chobin lost, you're still not going past Chobin. Huh? Closer observation reveals that the subject is a child. Ergo, the subject is not a burglar. Chobin wishes you spoke up right away. Well, I would have tried to if it wasn't for the fact that most protagonists of the Pokemon games are silent. Your Nate? Chobin apologizes for jumping to the wrong conclusion. And meet Jovi, probably the most annoying character in this game. Oh, big brother, what are you doing here? Oh, Jovi gets it. Hey brother, you got lost, didn't you? Whether you say yes or no, she'll just go under the assumption that you lost. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like Jovi. Honestly, I don't. She's enthusiastic. She's a little bit annoying. She has some pretty unique Pokemon that you can't exactly get in this game. Anyway, you enter the house, and Chobin will show you. He'll show you. Well, first of all, he'll shift you to this area. And there goes Jovi pestering Dr. Kaminoko. You'll see a Minun right there. That is one of Jovi's Pokemon. Let the VCR roll! And it just shows you a little VCR clip. The unhealthy sandals. Basically, all of Dr. Kaminoko's inventions, except for one, very late in the game, is pretty much useless. Okay. So now we talk to Jovi. And she calls her Minun Meanie. Or Miney. I'm just gonna say Meanie. And you get the music of the party joint. More party members! As H.C. Bailey would put it. Yeah. if you couldn't tell, I've been watching H.C. Bailey's videos. And this is Makon. He runs the parts shop in Port. Remember that for later, viewers. So now you just, you just head home. And you get another email from Professor Crane. And he says that he needs the protagonist's help with something. And Joey will come with you home. I forgot to mention that the vehicle in this game, unlike the one in Coliseum where the protagonist of that game has a pretty unique and pretty sweet ride, instead of riding that thing, you ride a moped. Yes, a moped with a single rear view mirror. Alright, so now we'll head up here. And Lily is out here. I'm just trying to let you read the tests. You can hold down the A button to skip the, or speed up the text anyway. So, Joey will go run off to find Adon. You can go find him later. You'll find something pretty amusing. So, she'll tell you to go see Professor Crane right away. So, you enter from the right side here. And you'll go here, into this room. Special machine for catching Pokemon. I wonder what it is. But yeah, in any case, you first have to, you can talk to him first if you want, but you can go you have to go upstairs here, and you'll notice that Professor Crane is not in his office. Talk to the old man here, and the silent protagonist will ask about the director. He'll say that Professor Crane just went back downstairs, and wondering why we didn't bump into him. So, we go back downstairs and gasp! Professor Crane used teleport! You are a win if you get that reference. So yeah. The snag machine. This was the primary method of, well, it's one of the most important things of the game that was always in Coliseum. And you get the snag machine here. This early, even. And he'll ask if Adon, which is the blue-haired guy up there, if he's mentioned anything about the snag machine. Obviously he hasn't. The snag machine is a special device for snagging Pokemon. Yeah, so he'll ask you if you want to help test. Why not? Let's go. It's an outrageous piece of work, as he says. It's used for stealing Pokemon from another trainer in battle. But he brings up Shadow Pokemon, which was the main thing, the main objective in Pokemon Coliseum, snagging Shadow Pokemon. Yeah, he goes on to explain what Shadow Pokemon are and why he created another snag machine. And he is entrusting a snag machine to a possibly 10 or 11-year-old boy. Why not? So, this is the new snag machine. Looks pretty snazzy, huh? You're going to be wearing that pretty much throughout the game. It fits pretty perfectly, and it looks cool. It is cool. So now, Adon will make an addition to the PDA called the Shadow Monitor. And it's a chip that lets the PDA update, and now you can view the Shadow Monitor. You can also view the mailbox. The strategy memo is basically the Pokedex of the game. So, they're going to go. Professor Crane's going to go upstairs to the Battle Sim room, and Adon will give you 5 Pokeballs, which are required in order to even snag Pokemon. And now, we need to hurry over to the director. And again, hear a scream, and Crane will ask what's going on, and she says that some strange men came out. Let's go out there and see it. I probably recommend saving this game. If you're looking to get, trust me, you might want to. Because, well, you'll see in a moment. You're outside, you'll see that Afrid is down, and so is the scientist with the Pineco. And you'll see people in white suits. They're spies. Not really. And this guy will say that he's taking Crane to his new lab. Yeah, so now we have to stop this guy. What is it, punk? You're going to play hero and try to stop us? I don't show any mercy to anyone, not even kids. Plot battle. Spy Naps led the battle. I find that a weird name. Naps? He'll send out a Teddy Ursa. Ooh, it's a girl. Well, whatever. We've got a female Eevee anyway. Now, here's the unique feature. It's a shadow Pokemon. The protagonist will ask what it is. Professor Crane will say that the Aura Reader, which was the cool eyepiece that kind of looks like a scouter, is responding, and he'll tell you to throw a Pokeball at. If you try to fight or change Pokemon or call, Professor Crane will say, no, throw the Pokeball. Plot battle is plot battle. You will always... This is a guaranteed 100% snag. Because this is actually plotted in the game. So yeah, I guess the Teddy Ursa was so surprised it didn't even fight. And so, we defeat Spy Naps by snagging his Pokemon. What was that? My shadow Pokemon! Was it a snag? No kidding, and we get 165 for winning, and Teddy Ursa joins the party. More party members! But enough about that. Kid, what is that machine in your arm? And the other guy, like, the snag machine? What the heck is that doing here? So now, they're going to report that to HQ and run off like a bunch of pansies. The big guy will load Professor Crane into that truck, and they'll get in, started, and right before we can stop them, they zoom off, leaving us to just look there like an idiot and be like, what the heck just happened? But yeah, Professor Crane has been kidnapped. How sad. So yeah, Lily talks about Professor Crane predicting that someone would try making Shadow Pokemon again, and saying that it was right on the mark. And of course, the Teddy Ursa isn't the only Shadow Pokemon out there. And they talk about the Purify Chamber, which will be crucial to the game later. And we get some pretty motivational music, actually. Now we'll get some pretty upbeat music. I actually like this music better than the regular Pokemon Lab theme. Don't ask why, I just do. And so yeah. Oh right. So now you go upstairs. Yeah, you go upstairs. The open doors will tell you where to go, and you go here. And now, Lily will ask you to run an errand to Gadion Port. He's talking about a machine part for the Purified Chamber from the shop. So now she'll guide you to Gadion Port. It's not far at all. And, once again, Jovi will join you. Sheesh. So yeah. Jovi's in the party again. We've snagged our first Shadow Pokemon. I'm thinking this is a pretty good point to stop off. But I think I'm going to go just a little bit further. Oh, Adon will actually ask where you're going, and Jovi will perk up saying we're going to Gadion Port. And she'll say that I'm her assistant? Yeah, right. So yeah, Adon asks you to hang on to the snag machine. And he'll give you some Crane memos. They're basically memos about Shadow Pokemon and such. So yeah, once you're all set, head on down to Gale Port. A lively little port. You get some salty sailor music and such. There's a big lighthouse. There's a place that looks like a Krabby. I don't know why that is. There's a lot of sights. See that guy in the background? Well, you're about to see why it's kind of important. Whump! Right in the face. And now this guy's gonna get all antsy. And now, he's gonna get pissed off. This is Zook. You'll meet this guy a few more times in this game. Then, he'll notice you, and he'll see that we are a trainer. And he says he'll stomp and flank with a shadow Pokemon. And he sends out a Zangoose. This old man and his two assistants will say that to choose place and time. Mr. Varric, perhaps I should. That old man is Varric. And this guy, I'm just going to say it right now. This is Ardos. You'll meet him later on in the game as well. So yeah. Ardos is going to take on Zook. We actually get to watch someone else battle, just like you get to watch Egon get owned in Coliseum by that Shadow Hitmontop from Cypher Peon Scrub. Sorry for the spoilers. And he has a level 44 Alakazam. One Psychic. Oh, and a critical hit. And down goes Zook's level 28 Zangoose. Dang. Yeah, he's called Mystery Man Ardos. Your power, where did it come from? So, yeah. And we got some nice music. And Zook will just saunter off. And Varric will just be like, leave him alone. We've done all we can. And so they're gonna go on their way. And Jolie will, well, being the nice girl she is, she thanks Varric. Ho, ho, ho. That hobby is such gratitude, my little lady. We did only what had to be done. Nothing more. He's a nice guy, right? If only you knew. So now... oh, another little scene. And this is Emily and Acri. Emily is Jovi's friend in the game. And Acri is Emily's mother. You'll actually have to go back to Acri later on in the game to pick up a little bit of a special item. Yeah, she talks about Mr. Varric. If I'm going a little bit too fast through the text, let me know in the comments. Yeah. So yeah. Now we can finally head into the parts shop. Now, this guy. This is a very important guy. Now he talks about pear, or purr, and he has a tale to tell. Out of all the Pokemon he's found interesting, he finds Eevee the most interesting. Evolve into 5 different kinds of Pokemon, 7 if you're playing Gen 4 and above. And our protagonist will say that he's raising Eevee, and he has some items. Now, I'm going to let you, the viewers, decide which I should get. Should I get the Water Stone and evolve my Eevee into Vaporeon at some point? The Thunderstone, which will evolve it into Jolteon? The Firestone, which will evolve it into Flareon? The Moon Shard, which would evolve it into Umbreon? Or should I get the Sun Shard and evolve it into Espeon? So yeah. Oh, well, This is bad. Apparently I can't back out of this menu. Well, I probably should have saved beforehand. Oh well. The last save point was before battling naps, so... yeah, again, I'm gonna let you decide. Leave your comments suggesting which one I should go for, and in the next part, whichever one got voted up the most, I will do. Anyways, this part has been going on for quite a while now, so I'm going to end this first part off here. When we come back next time in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, obviously I'm going to be choosing the item that the viewers have indicated I should get, and we'll be continuing on to explore Gatian Port. I'll see you. This is Red Murray Duck. I'll see you next time.